story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the Genesis. Dead presidents drop a gem on them. On earth, he's the last.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down, it's Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he spins past him and into space. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends, it might be...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They go play action now. Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On third down, it's Payne, and he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a handoff looking right. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Flex round! Flex round!
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ken Crowley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now come the Vikings. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Slow. Z.
Now Taylor down around his goal line. And Taylor cannot escape. He goes down to the end zone. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown! Sony Michel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first 16 and a first. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready. 319. 319. Slow.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Le'Veon Bell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And he puts it through. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down, here's an option right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Smith able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Landry now on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue the game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Taylor. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. Got a man It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now Taylor. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Slow.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, it's Bell. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10.
Slow.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Taylor now looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there at 22.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Brendan Langley picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Slow.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Ready. 3-19.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Taylor now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 5. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on second down. Merritt escaping the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off play action. Merritt. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Uncorks one for Davis. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Taylor will throw. And that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And here now the offense heading back out there. Looking at this situation, if they get a field goal out of this, it helps. But a touchdown would really help into going to secure the victory.
You know what I'm thinking right here? In the West Coast offense in North Carolina, every time they throw the football, they say you're either throwing it for a touchdown or a check down. In this case, it's either taking time off the clock or getting that touchdown that really puts you in firm control. I think they'll go either way on this one.
This time he'll look to throw. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have two touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll run it here. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. tailback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Off the play fake. Merritt. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Let's go on to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on second down, Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Taylor now to throw on third down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Flag 32. Flag 32.
Here we go. It's Taylor on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Taylor to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's going to lose yardage here. Bound play. We'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is caught. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
They gon' let me in this club.